Does anybody know where that is? All right, come on, right up to the microphone and make us laugh.
Aloha. I hope everyone's having a great cruise. This is my first cruise in like over 10 years. Not that I didn't want to go on a cruise. Okay. There you go, got it. Okay. It's been over 10 years since my last cruise. It's not like I didn't want to go on a cruise. It's just it took that long to fit back on my tux. It's pretty amazing though. I've talked to passengers, people on 40, 50 cruises. Unbelievable. Are these people counting the Jungle Cruise at Disneyland? I was talking to a gentleman at dinner the other night, and I said I was really fortunate to get a great deal in an inside cabin. But he said, you know what, I need a mini suite with a balcony. But I'm really happy with my cabin. I'm very happy because I spent 4 years sharing something that was much smaller. The difference was here we call them decks and cabins. Where I was before, they called them tiers and cells. I did meet a family up on the sun deck, and they had a young child with them, like a young girl. Then they had like an 8 or 9-year-old boy, and of course there was the parents, and then there were the grandparents. I was talking to the young man, and I said, "You must be excited about going on a cruise. You must be really excited." He just shrugged and said, "This is my 15th cruise." I said, "This kid's going platinum. I'm still back in the Bronze Age." But I really felt guilty about that, not taking my wife on a cruise for 10 years. So the next day, I found myself in the elevator with the Catholic priest that's aboard. And I just fell to my knees and said, "Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 10 years since my last Princess cruise." He said, "Young man, go play bingo 5 times and vow to cruise some more." But lots of activities aboard, lots of activity, tons of activities. The problem is that some activities run the same time. You have to make a decision. Like I've been taking ukulele lessons with Dave, and it's been great. But I did notice at the Explorers Lounge right next door, they were running a seminar called Secrets to a Flatter Stomach. I couldn't go to that, but I went up to the instructor and said, "Kahuna, oh Kahuna, please share me your secret." He leaned in and whispered 2 words, "Don't cruise." Also the movies aboard. The movies, the last cruise on, they didn't have too many movies, but this was a cruise, holiday cruise to the islands. So they had those themed, movies. It's a Wonderful Life, I love that. Miracle on 34th Street, I love that movie. Blue Hawaii, and then Pearl Harbor. But Sammy, Hunger Games on a cruise? I don't know about that one. I hope everybody had a good time ashore. I knocked off 3 things on my bucket list. See, I visited an active volcano. I didn't see it, but I did visit it. Pearl Harbor. So I went to Pearl Harbor. And did anybody else go snorkeling? Anybody else go snorkeling?
Yeah.
I went snorkeling in Maui, and I saw not just 1, but 2 green sea turtles. And as that beautiful creature swam by, all I could think of is, how would they serve that aboard the boat? Coconut and green turtle soup with scallions and cheese croutons. Sound good to you too? But when I get back to the dock, every single time, my stomach started growling. I started, salivating like Pavlov's dogs, But I have to give the crew credit. I believe it was Honolulu. I think it was Honolulu. I was going up the gangway. And one of the crew members, he responded to me, he looked into my eyes, and he could tell I was going through acute gastro distress. He could tell. He threw me on that gurney. He stuck a breadstick in my mouth. And then started pumping cheese into my arm, and they rushed me to Horizon Court. So that really saved my life. Now, as I said, I was taking ukuleles lessons with Dave, and he's been great. He welcomes everybody. And he makes everybody feel, you know what your skill level is, that everything's fine. But I know he would look at me and want to throw me overboard. And I can see it now. I'm floating away. There's Dave on the rail singing Tiny Bubbles. no, Dave, you wouldn't do that, Dave, you wouldn't do that. As long as I was holding one to your ukuleles. I know it was a little rough when we left Honolulu. It was a little rocky. They call it moderate seas. I talked to the naturalist, Randy, and I said, what is causing this? And he says it's the warm winds. It's the warm winds causing it. I haven't experienced such the blowing of hot air since the U.S. presidential debates. You've been a great audience. I think you have to say that. That's a comic law. You must say you've been a great audience. And as you leave the theater today, I will be selling DVDs.